What's good, YouTube? Dorsey Mad Gaming here, and today, y'all, I want to discuss some things about Madden NFL 18, really about the college football in it. Okay, so it's Friday. I tried to wait to do this so that people had a chance to get the game and play the game, but by now, the spoilers are out there. So if you don't want to be spoiled by any of this, if you hadn't heard anything about Longshot, about what's in MUT, then click away right now because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So warning, spoilers are coming. If you haven't played Longshot, if you hadn't played Madden 18 yet, if you hadn't seen the videos, the storyline, or whatever, click away right now. Okay, so if you're still here, that means you're okay with spoilers. And I'm not really going to just dive really into spoilers. What I want to talk about is how you get to play some college football inside of Madden. I did a video that I posted in April. I think it was say April 28th. This video is the highest, has the highest view count on the channel with over 15,000, y'all. And I didn't know it had this many until I just went and checked, you know, to see the views on the videos. It has over 15,000. And I was talking about in that video a playable demo for Madden, inside of Madden for college football. And this was way before we knew anything about Longshot. This is before all of that. And we were dead on right. There is essentially a demo of college football inside of Madden NFL 18. Now, when you're playing Longshot, you don't get to play college football. You don't get to play in the NFL, and people are really bummed about that. However, there are two different ways that you can play in the NFL. Number one is whenever you create a player, the single player for franchise mode, if you do late round or undrafted, guess who appears as the default for a mobile quarterback? Devin Wade. Same thing for the wide receiver, Cole Cruz. So there you can continue on. Also, and we did say this as well, so we're pretty good on our assumptions and things, our speculations, in that MUT, Longshot, we said it is what? A carryover for Madden Ultimate Team. And that's exactly what it is. Because after you finish Longshot, it throws you directly into Madden Ultimate Team. So EA, next year, if y'all are going to do a season 2 for Longshot, have it carry over into franchise mode. We knew that EA was going to do this because that's why they pushed Longshot, because it leads people directly to Madden Ultimate Team, and there lies money. Now, where I'm actually surprised this year, and I'm actually happy. Y'all know me, I'm not a Madden Ultimate Team player. But as I told Trevor today on Twitter, that is a bit different because now we get to play some college football. Now, you play as Texas. You don't get to play as Oregon. You have to play against Oregon. And you know, that's all. I don't care. You know, that's fine. I would rather play with Oregon. But anyway, I digress. There is a demo of college football inside of Madden 18. After you finish Longshot, go into Madden Ultimate Team, and you get to play the spring game, and you get to play the game against Oregon. And then also you do actually get to continue their careers because you get to pick what team you're drafted on, and you can play through a season in Madden Ultimate Team, aka solo challenges, even though it's not full games. But I digress. So y'all, seeing the Texas Longhorns in this game and Oregon in this game. Now, I know that the jerseys probably aren't just super authentic to Oregon and Texas. Texas, yeah. Oregon, not so much. We know that their uniforms, the jerseys have a lot more definition than what was shown in the game. However, they are the Oregon Ducks. They are the Texas Longhorns. If you go to the IMG site, which is basically they are the organization, they hold several hundreds of college organizations, universities and stuff that allows like people like EA to use their likeness in the video games. Well, if you go on there, 2K, of course, has the 4 or 5 teams that they had in 2K17 for the college playthrough or whatever. But two schools aren't listed there, Texas and Oregon. And it's no surprise that they're not listed there. So we couldn't see this coming. So Texas and Oregon is separate from that. So it's strictly up to the university. And even with this, it's strictly up to the university whether or not to use their likeness. Now, the essence of this video and what I want to get to is this. When you play this, I've always wanted to see what would college football look like on Next Generation. And oh my God, it looks amazing. It is sad. Not sad in a bad way, it's sad in a good way, that college football inside of Madden 18 looks better than the NFL. Darrell K. Royal Stadium looks freaking amazing. The turf looks amazing. Everything just looks amazing. And I want to say thank you to the University of Texas, and I want to say thank you to Oregon, to the University of Oregon, for allowing EA Sports to put y'all into the game and giving us college football fans something. EA, look at this, because EA has generic rosters. EA has no likeness of any other players in this Madden football game with the college football. So, y'all, this is going to be imperative. If you want EA to be able to do college football back, I don't know who we need to be tweeting this stuff to, who we need to be tagging this stuff to, but I guarantee you, with it being Madden, you don't think these other college and universities going to know that Texas and Oregon is inside of Madden? They are going to know. The NCAA needs to take notice of this and these other universities as well as conferences, because I think what's really holding NCAA back from coming back is the conferences, because some of the major conferences that would make or break this video game have withdrawn because of the of everything that happened. Now, y'all, if you look at the recent edition of Game Informer magazine, there's actually an article about, or a small section about NCAA and about why we should have it and why it's not coming back. And technically, really, why it's not coming back as of right now is because I feel like EA doesn't want to put a half-arse product out there. And when you have the SEC not being on board, the Pac-12 and the Pac-10 not being on board, can you really have a college football game without those conferences? I don't think so. However, I would like for EA to take those schools that want to do a game and put them in there, because when they start to see that revenue, I guarantee you those other conferences will come lining up. But it's going to be imperative, y'all, that we get this information out here to the NCAA to say, look at what Oregon and Texas did. You don't think Texas is going to be on the map? First of all, Texas got a new head coach, so they already on the collegiate map. Now you got all of these young guys, these young kids playing Madden. They going to play Longshot. They gonna play mud. And when they do, they gonna see Texas in there. Texas is perfect marketing. People are noticing that. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna want more. Not only that, but the NCAA should take note of what EA did with Texas and Oregon and seeing how they have generic rosters to know that, okay, y'all, EA can do this. They can make a college football game with completely generic rosters. The college football community has no issues whatsoever creating players, because I'm going to tell y'all what, IMV, the football game that they're coming out with, guess what? Not only are you going to have to create the authentic rosters if you so choose, but you're also going to have to create the authentic teams and conferences if you so choose. Now, the foundation of that game, yes, they're going to have random generic, well, not random, they picking the teams, but they're not collegiate teams. They're just basically generic teams. And it's up to you to go in to actually make them the Ohio State Buckeyes, the Florida Gators, or whatever the case may be. But I digress. They're ways out. They are a pretty good ways out. You know, they haven't even announced a developer for this game yet, whereas EA is in the situation right now. We just saw this with Madden, that EA, if they wanted to, EA could put out a college football game next year. The reason why I don't feel like they can do it this year is because they don't necessarily have the pieces in place, and I don't think they want to put out a half-made product, because we do know that they did make one for Next Generation, but it never did release because of the lawsuits and things of that nature. I would love, in a perfect world, for EA to come out and say, you know what, y'all, we're going to do a college football game. We'll release it in February, something like that. We'll take the Madden frame or so. I don't know. I don't care. I would not care if it played exactly like Madden as long as I had my college football. But I don't mind also waiting till next summer to get a hold of a college football game. Now, but like I was saying, EA has to look at what's on the table. The NCAA has to look at what's on the table because we're here on the cusp of an amazing opportunity for us college football fans. Because like I said, if you play the game, you'll see that Texas and Oregon are both very well represented. Texas, especially with the authentic stadium and everything. You don't think Texas is getting a little paid for that? You don't think these other universities ain't going to take notice? You don't think these kids and recruits ain't going to take notice of that being in Madden? Yeah, because it's the only football game and it's marketing. They're marketing Madden very well. May not be well as in regards to us, but as far as a business standpoint, they are marketing it extremely well. But I digress. They have to take notice of this, y'all. We have to get this information out here to these other schools, universities, and whoever. I'm going to share this video on Twitter, and I'm going to tweet it to the NCAA. I'm going to tweet it to the clearinghouse, whoever I need to tweet it to, for them to open up and see, look, man, this can be done. Give EA a chance to give us college football fans something great. I'm going to tweet to Kirk Kirkstreet. I'm going to tweet Lee Corso, Desmond Howard, whoever, man. I'm tweeting it to everybody, ESPN. Get this information out here, man. NCAA demo inside of Madden NFL 18. Now, as far as gameplay and stuff like that, I don't know yet. I'm doing this video, right now, so I'm really nervous about trying to put like actual gameplay into the video. I can't do it from my sources, so I would have to do it from like an outside source, and I don't want copyright infringements and stuff like that, y'all, because we've been on lockdown for a while. We'll be off of lockdown on September 7th, and best believe the live streaming is going to go back up as of then. But I want to get this out because if we start pushing this now, there can be a very good chance that we will see an NCAA football game from EA by next summer. Now, here's the thing, though, because Rex Dixon, he worked on NCAA 14. So, Rex, help us out, man. Let us know something, man. I mean, I kind of feel like he sort of had a hand in that as well. And if he did, kudos, because it looks amazing. And I was playing it the entire time imagining, wow, if Texas Stadium looked this good, can you imagine what some of the other iconic college football stadiums look like? Now, we know what USC Stadium would look like because the Los Angeles Rams play there and stuff like that. But can you imagine, what A&M Stadium looked like, or Ohio State or Michigan's, it looks so good on Next Generation, y'all. The graphics, the player models, the fields. I mean, and I can just hear Lee and Kurt, commentating the games and going through recruiting and all these kinds of things and stuff like that. And with the graphics, the new equipment and all that kind of stuff, man, EA, you have an amazing opportunity. And can you imagine, EA, since you're doing Longshot, since you're doing the journey, can you imagine doing a story mode for college football? Because career mode is already great. If you take the foundation that you have with NCAA 14 and build upon that, adding a story mode to it, man, college football would outsell Madden. I guarantee you. Put something similar to Longshot. Give us more control over it. Okay, matter of fact, the campaign mode in college football where you play from high school, you get recruited, you go to college and play. Keep that formula, except add some story into it. You see what I'm saying? Still let us play the games and whatever, but add a lot more story to it. And with it only being on Next Generation console, you can do that. That can be done. But so can you guys imagine playing what we played in NCAA 14 as far as playing through high school, getting recruited, going to college and all that kind of stuff, but with a story added to it? Or you know what I'm saying? Like they're basically following along your story. They're talking about you during the games and all that kind of stuff. That would be epic. That would be epic. And then too, as far as Ultimate Team goes, I would dabble in that. I would dabble in the collegiate Ultimate Team, which they did have that, but it wasn't. It was fresh. It was new. It wasn't on par with what Madden Ultimate Team is right now. But I would love to play with some of the old collegiate greats in NCAA. But I digress. Y'all, this is an amazing opportunity that we are on the cusp of. So like I said, it is imperative that we get this information out. Tweet it every day if you have to. Texas, Oregon, thank you so much for being a part of Madden. Let's bring back college football. It looks great. Daryl K. Rule, thank you. Well, Daryl K. Rule not here, but you know what I'm saying. Daryl K. Rule Stadium, Texas University, whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. It looks amazing. And it's good, y'all. So that's all I got for right now, y'all. Let's make this happen. Till next time, and guys.